Today we're journeying back in time about 4,500 years to explore one of humanity's most awe-inspiring achievements, the Egyptian pyramids. When we think of these ancient marvels, our minds immediately picture the legendary Giza Plateau, home to the most magnificent of them all. Let's set the scene. We're in the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom of ancient Egypt. The star of the show, the Great Pyramid of Khufu, was completed around 2560 BCE. Imagine that. It tests the oldest and largest of the Giza pyramids and stands as a testament to an entire civilization. Soon after, his son Khafre and grandson Menkaure would add their own monumental tombs to this incredible skyline, creating the iconic trio we see today. But why go to all this trouble? What was the driving force behind building something so colossal that it would remain the tallest man-made structure on Earth for over 3,800 years? The answer lies in the ancient Egyptians' profound beliefs about life, death, and the afterlife. These pyramids weren't just buildings, they were resurrection machines. For the pharaohs, death was not the end, but a transition to a new eternal existence. They believed that upon death, the pharaoh would merge with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. To ensure this journey was successful, their physical body needed to be preserved through mummification, and their tomb had to be a secure, permanent home. The pyramid was designed to be an impenetrable fortress, protecting the pharaoh's remains and all the treasures they'd need for eternity, from furniture and food to chariots and sacred texts. The pharaoh's spirit, or Ka, was thought to remain with the body, so the tomb had to be a perfect eternal palace. Now let's tackle one of the biggest myths surrounding the pyramids. Who actually built them? For centuries, the popular image was one of countless slaves being worked to death under the crack of a whip. But modern archaeology tells a very different and far more interesting story. Evidence from workers' villages discovered near the pyramids reveals that the builders were not slaves at all. Instead, they were skilled Egyptian laborers. Think of them as a highly organized, professional construction crew. They were well-fed, receiving daily rations of bread, beef, and beer. They had access to medical care, as shown by skeletons with healed bones. These workers were respected members of society, contributing to a national project of immense religious and cultural importance. Many were farmers who likely worked on the pyramids during the annual Nile flood season when their fields were underwater. This provided a steady source of labor and kept the population employed year-round. It was a massive state-sponsored project that demonstrated the incredible power and organizational genius of the Old Kingdom central government. The smooth, sloping sides of the Giza pyramids that we find so iconic weren't just a random design choice. They represent the culmination of centuries of architectural evolution. The journey began with simpler structures called mastabas, which were flat-roofed, rectangular tombs made of mud brick. Think of them as ancient bungalows for the elite. Then, around 2630 BCE, a revolutionary architect named Imhotep had a brilliant idea while working for King Djoser. He decided to stack several mastabas on top of each other, each one smaller than the last. The result was the Step Pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara, the world's first large-scale stone structure. This was a huge leap forward, creating a stairway to heaven for the pharaoh. Over the next century, pharaohs continued to experiment. Some pyramids, like the one at Meidum, started as step pyramids and were later converted to have smooth sides, though not always successfully. The bent pyramid at Dashur is a fascinating example of this trial and error process. The builders started at a steep 54-degree angle, but realized it was unstable and changed it to a shallower 43-degree angle halfway up, giving it a distinct bent look. Finally, with the red pyramid, also at Dashur, they perfected the true smooth-sided form. This set the stage for the masterpieces at Giza, where the engineering and design reached their absolute peak. The Giza pyramids were the refined, perfected final draft after generations of architectural rough drafts. So when you look at the Great Pyramid, you're not just seeing a single building. You're seeing the result of hundreds of years of innovation, experimentation, and unwavering religious conviction. It's a story written in millions of stone blocks, each one a testament to human ingenuity. The Great Pyramid of Khufu holds a very special title. It is the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world that still stands today. Think about that. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Colossus of Rhodes, all have vanished into history and legend. But the Great Pyramid endures, a silent giant that has watched civilizations rise and fall for 4.5 millennia. Its significance goes far beyond its age. The pyramids are powerful symbols of the ancient Egyptians' sophisticated understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. The four sides of the Great Pyramid are almost perfectly aligned with the four cardinal points of the compass. The precision is astonishing, especially when you consider the tools they had available. They moved and lifted millions of stone blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons, with a level of accuracy that would be challenging even with modern technology. These structures give us an unparalleled window into the ancient Egyptian mind. They reveal a society that was deeply religious, highly organized, and capable of mobilizing its entire population towards a common monumental goal. They weren't just tombs. They were statements of power, faith, and a belief in eternity that has quite literally stood the test of time. They challenge us, inspire us, and continue to guard their secrets, inviting us to keep exploring and learning. The legacy of these pyramids is immense. They have captured the imagination of travelers, scholars, and dreamers for thousands of years. From ancient Greek historians to modern-day tourists, everyone who stands in their shadow feels a sense of awe. They are a core part of Egypt's national identity and a treasure for all of humanity. They remind us that our ancestors were capable of incredible things, driven by ideas and beliefs that shaped their world. The pyramids are more than just stone. They are a bridge to our distant past and a powerful symbol of what humans can achieve when they work together with purpose and vision. They are a story of ambition, belief, and the eternal quest for immortality. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back to ancient Egypt. It's truly humbling to think about the history and human effort contained within these incredible structures. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more mysteries from the past, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. See you next time!